25 away from 8 o'clock. Good to have you with us here on Freedom Day, the 27th of April. Where were you all those years ago? We asked the National Police Commissioner Fannie Masemola what he was doing. He's joining us for breakfast this morning. Yes, and I understand that we're having breakfast and some coffee and tea, but we are obviously having serious conversations about the state of the police at the moment. And Commissioner, thank you for staying with us. I hope it's not just the tea that you decided to hang around for, that you actually have decided to hang around because of us as well. I'm seeing a lot of tweets, and thank you for all the tweets on at eNCA. I had a great one a moment ago, and I've actually lost it. But a viewer messaging us on at eNCA asking, what is the police's priority? I will get the names. I want to credit the viewer. What is the priority of the police? Is it to protect South Africans or to protect foreign nationals?
Well, our mandate, as per the Constitution, is very clear. Is to protect the inhabitants of the Republic of South Africa. So inhabitants, it would include South Africans, it would include anybody who's that time in the country. So we do not choose who do we serve. We serve everybody. But of course, those that are in the country illegally, we will deal with them, we'll take them with Home Affairs, and Home Affairs, we know the process, how they have to do, take them to court, and after serving sentence, they deport them to their various countries.
In terms of, Deep Salute and what happened, we know that at the core of the protests, the grievances of community members, Police Commissioner, were that there wasn't enough visibility. But we saw what that did. Elvis Inyati, who's a foreign national, unfortunately met his untimely death in that process. And I know as well that community members were saying that they accuse that illegal foreign nationals allegedly are behind the crimes that they see in Deep Salute. How are you handling, such, allegations or such, instances of criminal activity in communities, especially where community members are saying they are accusing illegal, foreign nationals in their communities of crime?
Well, what we do as the police, we will investigate those crimes and deal with whoever have committed that crime, with regardless of whether the crime was committed by a South African or by a foreigner. We also have a captain ourselves that was murdered by a foreign national in Deep Salute about a year or two ago. I remember I went to his funeral far in Limpopo, and we didn't arrest those people because they are foreigners, illegal or illegal. We arrested them for committing murder.
Right.
So whoever commit crime, we arrest you, whether illegal or not illegal. But of course, those that are illegal in the country, we look for them, yes. We arrest them, we have to take them out because they are not legally in the country.
If I could just jump in there, and forgive me, partner, I have to ask this question because I've seen on social media, particularly around the issue on, illegal foreign nationals in the inner cities. We're looking here at, your Yeovilles, your Hillbros, your Sunnysides. Some are saying the police are either afraid of going into these inner cities where buildings are hijacked, there's so much drugs there, probably even from both, whether South African or foreign nationals. But they're hijacked buildings, there are drugs there. They're saying either police are afraid of going into those inner cities and deal with the crime there, or perhaps they have a hand in it. They have a hand and they're probably in the pockets, in the payroll of some of these criminal syndicates. Is that true? And what's your experience with dealing in crime there?
Yeah, no, we continuously, I know in Hillbrow or even other areas like your Sunnyside and Point, yes, there is concentration of foreigners. Some of them, they are illegal, some are legal in the country. Unfortunately, when you go to them, they produce a document, there's nothing we can do. If they produce a document, either they've applied for asylum, they're waiting for results, or they have got asylum status, or they've got refugee status. With regardless of where they come from, the country where they come from, there is war, there is no war. Unfortunately, we can't enter into that space. We rely on what document they have. But those that are illegal, we do deal with them. We regularly have, Tumelo, have operations in Hillbrow where we deal with crime in general, and those that are illegal, we take them away. drugs, we also have operation to deal with those. But it's unfortunate there's concentration of them there. And when you go, they have to documents. So there's nothing we can do. They have documents to be in the country. But those areas, we do, quite often we do crime combating operations in those areas. We are not afraid of any square meter or square kilometer in South Africa. We go everywhere. We access everywhere.
Are you the pockets of some of the criminal syndicates as police?
It's unfortunate that I cannot say 100% we are not. There are some of our members that we do arrest which are involved in those crimes. Yes, we do. And quite often we do get these allegations and we investigate. And in some areas we arrest our own members that are off track in this regard. But majority of South African police members are committed. They do the work and they are dedicated in their work.
Commissioner, of course, we could have you here all morning, but we do need to keep an eye on time as well. So just very quickly, 3 tweets. First two is just from Moketsi Sempe. All the best to, as Moketsi says, the humble and hard-working leader of the service. So there's a compliment for you. And Ngaba Magwa, wishing you all the very best. You communicate clearly. You are decisive according to Ngaba on this. But here's a question for you. And this is probably more to do with the residents of built-up areas, Tumza, because we know what an issue copper cable theft is. We know it affects traffic lights. We know it causes an issue with Eskom. Eskom blaming copper cable theft. And this one, where's it gone? Thabo Moketsi. Please ask the Commissioner why they don't establish a unit to focus on infrastructure theft and copper cable theft. Is that a SAPS problem or is it a Defence Force problem is the question. That's my last tweet to you this morning, Commissioner.
Okay. No, it is SAPS problem and, of course, state parastatals. I would remember that I said at the beginning that the President prioritized this. It's one of those directives that he gave us. We are busy currently establishing a unit that's going to deal with your copper cable, your damage to railways, as well as the extortion at construction sites. You know, there are people that says when there is construction of a road or a bridge, they say they want 30% money for not doing anything. So we are an illicit mining, of course, which affect the economy of this country. So we are establishing a unit that is solely on a full-time basis. It's going to deal with those priorities that I've mentioned, and we are looking forward that there will be improvement in protection and eradication of crime around that areas. And of course, those that receive these copper cables and so on, we will deal with them. Actually, we have arrested quite a number of them up to so far, but we are looking forward that we still arrest more, and those that are either metal recyclers or copper recyclers, and we find them on the wrong side of the law, we're looking forward to shut their business down totally forever, so that they are no more operating.
We have to let you go in a few seconds. Before I do, if you may, as briefly as you can, we're having a conversation about the strategy that you have as the police commissioner and the police to fight crime in this country. But unfortunately, there is a syndicate planning crime as we speak. There's unfortunately a smash and grab as we speak. There's a woman being raped as we speak. There's probably someone who's been kidnapped, or there's a plan to kidnap somebody as we speak, Police Commissioner, even with you on air right now, talking about your plans. What's your message to criminals, syndicates in this country that continue to take and pull this country down through crime? What are you saying to them? What strong message are you saying to them during your term?
Yeah, the message I will give out to criminals is that we are there. We are definitely going to deal with them, and we'll make sure that all that are doing crime, they go behind the jail. We will jail them, and we will continuously do so without mercy. As long as they do crime, we will definitely deal with them. And those that shoot us will also be there to defend ourselves.
We appreciate your time coming in this morning. There are so many tweets. I'm even getting private messages from colleagues. We just don't have the time this morning, but I really appreciate everyone tweeting us on @eNCA. Fannie Masemola, the police commissioner, I'm pretty sure we're going to get you back in again at some point, and this time without the breakfast. We don't want to belittle how serious the conversation was because we've got breakfast here. It is part of a Wednesday guest feature that we have. But Commissioner, I really appreciate you coming in. So breakfast, but with a very serious tone, joining us. Fannie Masemola, police commissioner, taking time to join us this morning.